Greetings and salutations. Welcome to another episode of 365 Days of Gaming. Really appreciate you taking time to check out this video. Like, comment, share, subscribe. I'll greatly appreciate it, so thank you in advance. Now, before we get ready to end this thing, we had to talk about a game that literally brought a genre back to the forefront. So this is Super Street Fighter 4. Now, technically, Street Fighter 4 was the one that brought everything back. But I wanted to do Super because it had DJ in it. And also we played Super almost as much as we played the original 4. Now you got to understand, when I say bring fighting games back, we hadn't gotten an actual Street Fighter game and since like the ports of 3 to the Xbox and PS2, which was like early 2000s. So we had literally had no like Street Fighter style. You know, we got some KOF compilations that kind of came out a little bit later, but nothing in the 2D fighting era that was like really doing anything. There were a bunch of Mortal Kombats, but I don't really count those. So they announced Street Fighter 4. It comes out and immediately it's like, okay, yeah, this is it. You know, it has a new feel, new look, but also is very, very memorable. It was like, you know, reuniting with an old buddy. So we're playing Street Fighter 4, and one of the things that it really pushed was the online play. Because, not gonna lie to you, a lot of times I was not a fan of trying to play online during the PS3 360 days of like fighting games. You know, I do a shooter or two back then, but this is like before I was heavy into Call of Duty and all of that. And, you know, the lag just made it uncomfortable. So Street Fighter 4 comes out, and I'm not saying that it was perfect, but it was the best that we had seen at that point. And I spent, I'm talking a lot of time playing with friends, playing online. Like, I'm not a big rank person, and I was definitely trying to climb the leaderboards back then. The cast of characters fantastic. Like, you know, the new additions for the most part. I'm not a big Rufus fan, but everybody else in the new set was really good. You know, Abel, El Forte being the standout. You know, a luchador. Come on, a luchador in Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm all here for that. So then Super comes out, and they add a bunch of characters that we really, you know, that I wanted to see that I hadn't seen in a minute. So you start getting the people from Super, like the name implies. So you get DJ, Fei Long, you know, T-Hawk, you know, you get Dudley, you know, you have all of these other characters, even like people like Hakan, who was kind of a big joke, but at the same time, you know, it was just, it worked. I'm always a fan of goofy, you know, Street Fighter characters. Again, still not a Rufus fan, but I really was happy with the character selection. And then when you had Arcade Edition and Ultra come out, you got even more characters, to the point where it was kind of getting out of hand with the Ryu Shotos and, you know, Ogre Akuma. But I'm still here for it. You know, I appreciate the over the topness, and I really felt like this game was just such a big part of gaming for a while. Like, you know, Evo now had a new game to run, and that was really cool. This is when it was still Justin.tv, but you know, we started seeing a lot of the FGC community stream matches and streaming their locals and things like that. It just became like this next step in fighting games. And this is even before we get to when Marvel 3 comes out and everything. So, you know, Street Fighter 4 literally ushered in like a whole new wave of fighting games and really pushed the standard forward. So there was definitely no way we were going to do a series like this and not shout out one of the, to me, it was like seeing Street Fighter 2 hit again. Obviously not quite as big, but this time I felt like I got a chance to, you know, really be a part of it through the internet. So I was really, really excited, you know, and happy about what came with Street Fighter 4 and everything after. It felt like fighting games had like a new, you know, had a rejuvenation going on. So definitely wanted to talk about this. Love to hear from you. Favorite characters, favorite moments from during this time. You know, love to hear anything Street Fighter 4 related. Going back to play it, I realized like how much I enjoyed just the way this game played. And not that 5 was bad, but I could immediately feel a difference in a way that I really didn't appreciate when I first played 5. 5 definitely is better now, but nowhere near the immediate impact that 4 had. So either way, I appreciate you letting me reminisce with you. Y'all have fun. Y'all be safe. Peace.